All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
What's going on, ASAP fam and Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome to another episode of Red Kingdom. It is our, Saturdays are our preview show, and we all know this is the big one.
It's a big one.
This is the big one. The Super Bowl rematch against the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's get all the introductions out of the way. I am your host, Greg, joined as always by my co-host, Cam. Cam, how's it going today, my man?
Hey, man, I'm feeling excellent, man. We got Philly in the building. I'm feeling good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. And our special guest on this episode is Cool. He hosts the Eagles Elite podcast. So he's been kind enough to join us today as well. Cool. How's it going, man?
Man, it's going good. I appreciate y'all inviting me, man. I love to talk Eagles, among other things. I love to talk me some Eagles.
Okay. I love it.
Yes.
We gonna get it then.
Yeah,
talk
so,
Eagles, Chiefs.
Yes, we do. So this is the game everybody's going to be watching. So all eyes will be on Arrowhead Stadium Monday night as the Philadelphia Eagles come into town, the best record in the NFL at 8-1, to play the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. The game is so big that Taylor Swift's parents will be there as well.
Oh, man. We done brought out the Swifties' parents?
we done brought out the Mr. and Mrs. Swift.
They are going to come, yes. So Kelsey's parents and Swift's parents, they get to meet each other for the first time. So that'll
boy.
I will say, Taylor Swift need to stop playing and go ahead and pull out that Swift jersey because she knows she's an Eagles fan. She's doing all this stunting because her boo is a Chief player. You know who you're really a fan of, Taylor. We already got the Swift jersey for you. Ain't even got to get a custom. Stop playing. You need to bust that out. You can bust out the half. You know what? What she should do? She should do like Mama Kelsey. Bust out the half Eagles, half Chiefs. Because we know you an Eagles fan, Taylor. Don't try to change them because you're getting some Chiefs meat. We can't do that to us. We don't allow that.
You gotta go with the meat, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
We don't allow that in Eagles Nation. It don't matter. It don't matter if your dude plays for the Cowboys. You better be at that game with that Eagles jersey on. We don't play that.
Okay. She might maybe she'll bust out with the half and half.
She ain't about to. She about to have that Kelsey.
She about to have that red, that all.
She meat mesmerized. You know what I'm saying? She mesmerized by the meat.
She got that 87 on, Greg. That 87.
Yeah, this her first non-emo meat. She done lost her mind.
Yes, indeed. So as we preview this game, let's kind of start with where the two teams are at as of now. Cam, as we've talked about, especially over the past couple months, the past couple weeks, the offense isn't where it normally is. Has been in the past, and we've kind of gone over, is it play calling, are the wideouts are they really not that good? So now after this bye week, Andy, we all know his record is very good after byes. Do you think in this game that Andy Reid and Matt Nagy could figure out a way to finally get the offense back to where we're used to seeing it?
I think they better, because this next half of the season is no joke for us. So if we want to get back into the Super Bowl like we once did, they got to figure it out. So I think after the bye, we should be good. I think this Philly game is an excellent game to come after the bye, just for, Big Red, his old team, and just kind of that blood pumping. So for me, I'm gonna say they should figure it out. But for what I would want to see is just run the ball. It'll open up the pass a lot more for us if we just run the ball. So I think if we do those two things, I think we'll come out the bye. We'll do what we need to do to get back to that playoffs.
Okay. And cool, from the Eagles side, the offense has been good. The only game where they kind of struggled was that loss to the Jets. But on the defensive side, the weakness that I've seen, and this was the same way during the Super Bowl, I feel like the Eagles secondary, that's their weak point. I don't feel like they have a good corner in Slay, but overall as a unit, I feel like that's where the Eagles' weakness is on the defensive side. What's your take on that? Oh, we lost signal. Okay. As we wait on Cool to if we can get the signal back. This is part of live streaming, y'all. It's all good.
It happens.
It's all good. Yeah, it happens. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool.
There we go. Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I feel like the secondary, that's where the weak point is in the Eagles defense. How do you feel on that?
There's a lot of hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Y'all hear me? Okay.
Yes.
So you said some kind things, some kind things about the Eagles there. I'm just gonna be real with it. The Eagles defense and offense look like trash overall. It is garbage. The fact that we're 8-1 is amazing. There's not a game that we play that fans, and you can ask any fan, that we ain't straight about to have a stroke, about to pass out, all that, man. Because it's just not good. To mirror what y'all say, these teams do mirror each other a lot. We don't run the ball enough. We got one of the better running backs in the league, and we leave him sitting on the side and put in Ken to do not game well instead. I don't understand. We got a quarterback with a knee bruise, and instead we trying to make Kenneth don't game well to start the team until we need some points. Then we looking at an overused Jalen Hurts and saying, "Hey Jalen, can you throw the ball 45 times? Because we need some plays, and we don't want to use our other pieces of the team like we should, right? We just want you to go out there and save us. Could you do that for us, Jalen, please?" Defensively, I akin it to a donut. Our defense is a donut. There's a big hole in the middle. Some people say Bradbury's not as good as he was, and blah this and blah that. James Bradbury's fine. The problem is, number one is overusage. We don't run the ball, so even when we score, we're going down the field too fast. The guys aren't getting the break. James Bradbury and Darius Slay are not young men. So how about you control the ball some? How about you run the ball? How about you really control the clock, allow your defense to play less so that when they are out there, they're able to be more aggressive. They're able to take chances. They're able to make plays. They're able to get off the field faster. I mean, crazy things, but I've seen it work in the past for teams. These are the type of things that, as an Eagles fan, we would be concerned about. And, I was burdened with having injuries as my coach for a long time. Never won anything for us, but clock management on both teams is a problem, right? You get to the last, like the Eagles against the Cowboys, no first downs in the fourth quarter. That's unacceptable. You can't put that on nothing but play calling.
Yeah.
You have to be better at that. You have to run the ball. And what is A.J. Brown going in motion with DeAndre Swift getting ready to get a handoff for anyway? What does it even make sense? That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, just bad play calling.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about Dallas, and Dallas had all these chances. If the play calling was better, if the play calling made sense, Dallas would have never got the ball back.
Amen.
We can execute. We can win games. But if that play calling does not improve, it's going to be hard. Whatever happens in this game Monday, it's going to be hard to get back to where we can get to. If we want to be better than last year, there's only one thing that we can do. And the way the team looks right now, it's going to be hard to do that. If you look at the team and you take the score away, you're like, oh, these dudes probably like, what I'm saying? Somebody say, okay, the Eagles have played 9 games, and they show you the tape of the games without the score. You probably like, these cats is like probably 5-4. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 4-5. Like, this has not been impressive by any means. So the only hope was that they took the bye week. Byard got more involved in the offense. The guys that we do have there have kind of had an opportunity to gel together. And the play callers went and locked themselves in separate rooms and said, let me look at what we did to be successful last year. Maybe we can take some of that. Because I haven't seen them really take anything that was successful for either unit last year and use it. It's like you want to strip everything away. And I think you take away all the bad, of course, things that you thought it didn't work. But any team, when there's changes, especially on the offense where you were the QB coach last year on the same offense, you should solve things that happened that were successful and you should be doing them. That's not happening. We had this play that was almost unstoppable last year. Y'all might have heard of it. I'm not talking about the tush push. I'm talking about the screen pass to Dallas Goedert. I think we did that twice before he got hurt. Why?
Oh, yeah.
Why are we not using plays that are successful? We went and got this dude, Albert Obiang, or whatever his name is, from Denver. All right? Show us what you got. They claim that he doesn't block, but he's a big pass catching tight end. Well, if you're a pass catching tight end, Dallas Goedert gets hurt. Why you don't get a game? I'm just wondering. Like, I think some of the moves you make, you're too smart for your own good. But the Eagles' concerns are being better, a lot better offense and defense, the play calling, the players, and also health. Cam Jurgens will be back this week. He's been missing, so we've been playing guys that didn't go into the season as the starting left guard at left guard. I don't make that an excuse because every team has injuries. I'm just saying that's why one of the reasons why maybe we haven't ran the ball as much. So there's no excuses this week. They're all there. I don't want to hear any more of this crap from my head coach. I call him Nicky Tight Pants. I don't want to hear Nicky Tight Pants out there talking about no RPR. Ain't no run pass run crap. If it's a screen pass, if it's a toss, if it is a end around, that is not a running play, sir. They do not count on your running stats. Our running stats should be better. Our attempts at running the ball should be better. If you don't get that together, you're going to put us in a bad situation these next 5 games. And I call on Nick Sirianni because he's even admitted that he's overridden Brian Johnson on multiple occasions. So if you've admitted to overriding him on a few occasions, I'm going to believe you've overridden him more than that. So we're going to see how we come out in this game, but our defense is going to have to be a big part of us winning this game. And I'm concerned because that's where the donut hole is at, in the middle of the defense.
Good.
Yeah. Well, you pretty much said it all right there. That was, they do. I do feel like they asked Jalen Hurts to do a lot. His knee is kind of messed up, and What the Eagles don't want to do is do what Cincinnati did with Joe Burrow, and they played with fire all season when Joe Burrow should have been sitting down. And it finally caught up to Cincy, and now Burrow is done for the season. But they do ask Jalen to do a lot. I feel like the play calling for the Eagles, they kind of get in this weird place where it's like, yeah, we got good running backs, but let's go ahead and spread it out and let's throw the ball 40 times. Like, well, that's not really the recipe on how you got to the Super Bowl last year, but okay. And so that's where those struggles come from. And on the defensive side, for Philly, they've made some quarterbacks look good that shouldn't be looking good. Mac Jones looked good against the Eagles.
Find that donut hole. That's all you gotta do. Find that donut hole.
Yeah. Mac Jones looked good against the Eagles defense first game.
Zach Wilson looked decent against the
Eagles. Zach Wilson looked decent. Yeah. And Dak always seems to look good against the Eagles defense. Don't know why.
See, I don't worry about Dak because Dak is all
do it on nobody else.
Thank you. Dak is all
Dak could get 500 yards and then lose a game. So, fantasy purposes, if you got Dak, I was starting when they play the Eagles or the Giants or anybody. But if you're like picking pick'ems, that's a different story.
True. Yeah. And so that quarterbacks that are average, below average quarterbacks, they've looked good against this defense. So that's what on the Chiefs side of things, that what gives me hope that the offense will look good Monday night, because
just gotta catch the ball.
Or y'all
we have to catch the ball, yes. But also it was interesting this week, Cam, I don't know if you heard it, but Andy, during his press conference earlier this week, they asked him about Tony getting more catches or getting more plays.
Yeah, talk about it.
And his answer,
give Tony a lot
his
more
answer was basically, his answer was basically, well, we got him on a pitch count, is basically what he was saying.
I think that Tony should not be on
the time for the pitch count is over.
Yeah, I think Tony should be the highest targeted wide receiver, and then Sky Moore in this game. I don't think you really need to focus on Jason Kelce. Don't worry about him. I mean, Travis Kelce, don't worry about him. Don't worry about Rashay Rice. Don't worry about MVS. I think you should target Tony and Sky Moore. That should be the guy that I feel like you guys should target the most.
Those were the two guys when we needed them in that Super Bowl. Those were the guys. It was Tony and it was Sky Moore. So we'll see how involved they're in the game plan. But I did find that interesting that they do kind of have Tony on a pitch count. And I feel like, well, if that was the strategy for the first part of the season, we're in the hard part of the schedule now. So pitch count need to be done with. So he's either, look, we're going to throw it to you 10 times a game. You better catch 9 of them. So that's where we're at right now. I don't feel like, I understand you want to do that the first half of the season to make sure that Tony is not doing too much. He did have the surgery during the off season. Now we're in the meat of the schedule. So
well, Greg, if you want me to be honest, if you want me to be honest, I don't believe that because there's certain games Tony had a lot of targets. And like when we played against the Bears, he was targeted a lot. In certain games he was targeted, in certain games he wasn't. To me, just honestly, just being honest, I think Mahomes just don't trust Tony, man, to catch the ball, bro. I mean, Sky Moore as well. Like, Mahomes has the opportunity to throw these guys the ball. They're just not making plays. So as a quarterback like Mahomes, I have to get it to the best guy that's going to make the best catch. So I think he would want to throw it to Tony and Sky Moore a lot more, but them guys just got to make plays, in my opinion, to be honest. And like you said, we're at the meaty part of our schedule at this point. You got to show up. You got to be consistent.
Oh, and FYI, y'all, Quez Watkins is still on IR, so we don't have a ball dropper that's playing tomorrow. It's playing on Monday.
We
Quez
know
Watkins
all
is
about
still
that.
on IR. So everybody we got actually can catch the ball right now.
Yeah. 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 That's been the frustrating part of this first half of the season is when the wideouts do get open for us, we're dropping pass. So it's either we're not catching it or we're not getting open. And we say it every week. Cool. We always say, give Isaiah Pacheco the football. At least him, 15 to 20 times. Just give it to him.
And we always say, give DeAndre Swift 20 carries, give Rashad Penny 8 to 10 carries a game, give Boston Scott about 5 carries a game at least. And Mr. Gainwell that don't Gainwell, let's get him just about 5 to 10. That's all he needs.
If
you do that,
so yeah,
you have to worry about
you guys
throwing 40 times. I mean, we both got the same problem. We don't know. We don't know nothing about the running game. Running game. What's that?
Yep. But is that a testament of the NFL right now trying to go away from the running back position and going more toward this pass heavy league? Because it's good running backs out here. I mean, they talented.
We don't have system of the user. It's that us and y'all don't have system of the user running backs. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Think about Miami. When they had A-Chain out there and Mostert was his backup, they was balling. After A-Chain got hurt, and I know because I got A-Chain on fantasy, them 50, 60-point games, once they was gone, Dolphins don't look as good no more. They look very vulnerable to better teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The running game is important if you have backs, but you have to have sense enough to use them. And that's another way in which our teams mirror. We both have the throw the ball 80 times and run it 10 times philosophy, and it's trash. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about the other team saying, oh, we're going to run the ball more because we know that makes sense because we both proven that that's not the path we want to go down.
Right.
Yeah, that's just and Andy, running the West Coast offense and all of that is a lot of passing plays, and I just feel like even though it is a passing league, you can still run the ball to set up the pass.
Yeah.
And I feel like if the Chiefs actually did that every game, had that mindset of let's run the ball to set up the pass, the offense would look much better than what it looks now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Broncos run the ball good now. It's crazy, but they've been winning games when they start running the ball. When they try to have Russell Wilson go out there and be Seattle Russell Wilson, they was getting their hind part spanked.
That's true.
Yeah, true. That's true. So our key matchup of this game. Cool. Let's start with you. What is the matchup that you're looking at as the key matchup in this game?
Travis Kelce versus everybody in the defensive backfield. That's my key matchup. He has to be contained. You ain't gonna really stop him, but he has to at least be contained. We can't let that man go out there and catch 200 yards passing 2 or 3 touchdowns. We can't allow that to happen. So we got to figure out some way to contain Travis Cook.
He got his boo out there, so you better contain him because he's gonna be trying to go all out.
Hopefully Taylor makes sure that he has a good cardiovascular workout the night before.
Nah. She gonna get that in tonight so he can be clear good for Monday.
She need to get that in Sunday. She need to get that in about 2 a.m. Sunday morning. I mean Monday morning. That's what we need. We need a Sunday night and a Monday morning. Just go and get you a 2-piece. You know what I'm saying? We need that, Taylor. If you're still an Eagles fan inside on the low, look out for the homies.
I love it.
That is gonna be key. I am interested to see on the Philly side, are they gonna use Darius Slay on Kelsey, or what kind of strategy that they use on there?
Please don't.
Usually Slay covers whoever the best wideout is on the other team. And since we don't have a true wide receiver one, I'm interested to see.
You sure don't?
No, do not put Slade.
Oh yeah, I mean if he does, then then that's great for us.
It's gonna be a long day if he puts Slade on
No.
I only say that because I heard somebody else mention that on a different show, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds good to me. Why not?
Did they have a purple or a red cup in their hand? Did they have a red or a purple solo
cup? A red cup?
Because if they did, that explains why they said that. And if they didn't have shades on, did their eyes look glossy? Because if their eyes look glossy, that also explains why they said
that. Right. So Cam, what is the matchup that you're looking for in this game? What's the key matchup for you?
Man, I'm on the defense these days, so I'm gonna see what my man Trent McDuffie's gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna hold AJ Brown, but his confidence went up in Germany. So I don't know, but I want to see what Trent McDuffie does this game, man. He got a lot of confidence in Germany against Tyreek Hill. I heard the jaw jacking between the two, so I'm gonna see what McDuffie has to do. Snead, he's great as well, but I'm gonna look for McDuffie. If he guards AJ Brown, I would love it, but I'm really not sure. But that's what I would want to see.
Okay. That is, and that's another big one because AJ Brown is that dude.
He a dog. I ain't gonna lie. AJ, I wanted him to come to Kansas City so bad.
Yes.
I wanted him to come to Kansas City so bad. He considered it, but the Eagles they had it waiting on him.
So the Eagles had his best friend.
Yes, he caught a pass in the Super Bowl
game
as well. AJ Brown had he was great. He was great in the Super Bowl. So
he that dog,
all
man.
about AJ Brown. Yeah. So
I'll tell you one thing. Guarding Tyreek Hill is one thing.
Yes.
But guarding AJ Brown, I'll tell you right now. I ain't even saying it because he's on my team. I feel bad for the other team's corner when I see them line up across from AJ Brown. I'm like, you're gonna get pointed out in the film room a lot next week, brother. Ooh.
Hey, that's how I feel about McDuffie. Hey, that's how I feel about McDuffie. Second year or not.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a tough cover, boy. We ain't never had no receiver like that blend of speed, grace,
the speed
and
is nice.
strength. Man, I feel bad for McDuffie or whoever tried to guard AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, remember what I said? Yep. Hey, if you see that matchup, hey, that's all I'm saying. McDuffie, he can hit. He a hitter.
Yes. Yes, that's that. Trent McDuffie is good at stripping the ball this year, definitely.
Yeah, they got AJ one time this year. It was week 1 or 2. They got him one time. Ever since then, he been put the clamps on. He learned.
You forgot our front line. Hey, he might not even get a chance to catch the ball if we get to Hurts, quick enough. You hear me? We got them pass rushers on deck.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. With my line at 100%, I ain't worried about you getting there no faster than nobody else. You can pick 5. You can pick 4 linemen, and you put them on the other side of this Eagles defense offensive line when it's whole, like it's gonna be this week. Not when it's a rookie start, not when it's a backup, but when the top 5 is all there together. I have a lot of confidence that Hurts is gonna have a solid pocket of about 3 to 4 seconds to get rid of the ball. Now, I ain't saying you're gonna hold him 10 seconds, but I'm feel confident he's gonna have 4 to 5 seconds to get rid of that ball.
I love it.
Now the problem comes.
I like it.
The problem comes if it takes 6 seconds. That's where it's gonna get ugly. But they give him 4 to 5, but 6.
Yeah, that's
sometimes you need 6 or 7. He gonna have 4 or 5. He gonna have to let it fly.
He goes, oh, I can't wait till Monday. I can't wait.
That was actually the matchup. That was mine. The key matchup for me is going to be the Chiefs defensive line against the Eagles offensive line. The reason why I feel like the Chiefs defense has been so good this season, not just because their secondary has been, great this season, but also Spags finally got a front 4 that he had when he won the Super Bowl with the Giants. Remember that 07 season? They had Strahan, Umanura. I believe Justin Tuck was on the 07 team too.
Yep.
They had a great front 4.
Mm-hmm.
Now he finally has a front 4 to where he doesn't have to blitz all of the time. Spags will still blitz, but he doesn't have to do it as often as he's done it in past seasons. So that's going to be the matchup for me. If we can get enough pressure on Jalen Hurts, you don't necessarily have to get the sack, but get him kind of, and when he gets out of the pocket, as we learned in the Super Bowl, don't let him get to the outside where he can take off and run. Instead, if you can come on the outside and make Jalen Hurts step up in the pocket to where he's either stepping up the pass or he's stepping up to run, I'm cool with Jalen Hurts running up the middle. Okay, he might get 5-7 yards. Okay. The damage gets done when it's running outside the pocket. That's where those big runs come in from. So if we're able to do that, then I think we'll be fine. But that is the matchup for me. Chiefs defensive line against the Eagles offensive line, because the Chiefs offensive line and the Eagles offensive line, those are the 2 best lines in all of football. So I am looking forward to that matchup.
Let's get it.
Interesting.
But you said your offensive line is hurt though. You said you got some injuries, right?
No, they all back. Everybody back 100%, baby.
You said
everybody back
we'll
100%.
see Monday.
Cam Jurgens is back.
Okay, the Eagles are
left guard is solid.
Everybody's back. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we heard it here first, Greg. He said the offensive line is healthy and ready to go. So when Chris Jones get back there, hey, better watch out, man. Chris Jones, he's proving it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's this guy named Lane Johnson. It's this guy named Lane Johnson. So if you come from that left side, there's this gentleman named Lane Johnson, and you can ask Micah Parsons about Lane Johnson. He'll tell you about him.
That's respect, but hey, no disrespect to Micah Parsons, man. But hey, we in Kansas City, we run something different. So I can't wait to see it, man. This is a rematch of the Super Bowl.
So I have a different opinion from most people on that. This is a big game. Want to win the game, but there's only one Super Bowl, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? I want to win this game. Don't get me wrong, but I want our best performance to be in this year's Super Bowl that I expect us to be in. You know what I'm saying? But we do need this win, not just because it's Kansas City, because we play Kansas City, then we play Buffalo. Seattle's in that mix. San Francisco's in that mix. And Dallas again in our next 5 games. So, yeah, we need to win. You know what I'm saying? We need to win. We need wins.
Yes.
Because we got one game up on Detroit. And we don't play them head to head, so we don't have a chance to head to head win.
If the Lions end up getting the 1 seed, that's just first off, who the heck would have thought that in the beginning of the season anyway? But I do feel like on the NFC side, whoever does get that 1 seed, that's who's gonna probably go to Vegas, because I don't see anybody winning in anybody else's house. So if Philly gets the 1 seed, they're gonna end up going. So let us go now to first let's delve into the AFC West standings here real quick. The Chiefs are still at 1, at 7-2 in the West. The Raiders, they beat Zach Wilson. So that's 2 straight wins for the Raiders, and they are now at 5-5. The Chargered against the Lions and lost that game. And the Broncos somehow beat the Buffalo Bills. Even after I
said, no, that was a crazy game. I watched that Broncos and Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, that game was crazy. First off, how you get 12 men on your field goal block team, I don't get that, but they were the Bills were dumb having 12 men. Broncos were able to get a redo on the field goal and make the game-winning field goal. And Denver beats Buffalo. And with that, Diggs is on the clock. So next season, hopefully he'll be in a Chiefs uniform.
Well, y'all about bad.
Come on over, Stephon Diggs.
Y'all about
it's
bad.
nice over here.
Y'all want everybody to.
if he can make a difference next season, hey, come on down.
He definitely can make a difference. Trust me.
We're definitely gonna need some help. Yeah, we're gonna need some help. So that is, and for those that don't know, or maybe they haven't heard, Joe Burrow is done for the rest of the season. He tore a ligament in his wrist Thursday night against the Ravens. So the Chiefs will be in the playoff where they don't have to worry about Joe Burrow or Josh Allen.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about Josh Allen. Josh Allen is basically you don't have to worry about Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But hey, everybody say
no. I was just saying this is probably going to be the easiest.
Because it can't be nobody. It can't be Philadelphia. It's got to be somebody else. So now it's supposed to be Baltimore. Because even though they lost, it was just a slip up, and Baltimore's still the team to beat. That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, but I'm not. If that game is here, I don't see how we lose that.
Lamar hasn't proven it in the playoffs, man. So, I mean,
and plus,
don't he have about playoff wins with Dak Prescott?
I think so.
No, he has less. He has less playoff wins.
Oh, you're right. Dak got 2, right? He got like 2 down. Yeah, you're right.
Just 2, just one more over him, I think. If not,
yeah, I think Dak has about 2, 3, yeah, and then Lamar has 1. Yeah, he has the 1 playoff win. Yeah.
He got as many playoff wins.
So I'm not too worried about it. Right. Right. So if that game is here, if the Chiefs, end up, getting the 1 seed, I feel good about our chances making it back. Definitely.
I feel that. I would enjoy to see you back there. I'd love that.
Yes, so this could be the first of 2 matchups between Philly and the Chiefs this season.
I don't know, Greg. Them lines is looking pretty
so
good.
Let's quickly.
I ain't worried about them lines.
You say what?
I said I don't know. Them lines is looking pretty good. I think we might be facing them in the SuperOl more than
the Lions. Yeah,
you don't mean that. You don't even mean.
Oh, yeah, the Lions. Yeah.
They look all right, man. Can y'all
look all right. Yeah, you're right. They look all right. They look all right.
They look all right.
He said they look all right.
I'll be honest with you. If they somehow get the number 1 seed, I ain't worried about going. I'm not worried about going to Ford Field and whooping their hind parts. They don't worry me at all.
Okay. You might be doing that.
That would be a hard game. I will say it. If that game is at Ford Field, that's gonna be kind of hard. I will say.
No,
we've been going to people's stadium and they this year and we ain't even playing good. I ain't worried about them.
Okay.
That would be, but I do feel like whoever does get the 1 seed in the NFC, that's who's gonna make it.
I feel like you have to go through the Eagles. Whether you at home, whether you in Philadelphia, you got to go through the Eagles. And I really feel like there's only one team in the NFC that really concerns me.
Who is that?
That's the San Francisco 49ers. I ain't worried about nobody else.
Really?
Yep. That's the only team I'm worried about. I'm not worried about anybody else in the NFC.
Yeah, the 49ers defense is good. As long as Purdy isn't throwing the ball more than 20 times, then
that's the only thing that can. Brock Purdy, man, like I don't know,
because they got the run game. They're going to run the ball. Whether they're effective or not, they're going to run the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're not going to give up on the running game. They have guys who are versatile at the wide receiver position, and they have a very good defense. Those are the type of things that you should be worried about. I ain't worried about no daggone Jared Goff.
But the Lions got a good running game though.
They do, but they depend on Jared Goff to be their quarterback.
Sometimes they do. They defer back to him.
There'll be times in that game because what do the Eagles do? Great. What is the best thing that the Eagles do on defense? What are we number one, heads and shoulders above everybody else? Run defense. We give up less than 70 yards a game on the ground.
Yeah, right.
So I'm not worried about Detroit running the ball. They're going to have to make Jared Goff beat us. And Jared Goff cannot beat the Eagles. Even with
you think Brock Purdy can do it though? Because that's what I'm saying. Brock Purdy
going to throw the ball 5 yards to Deebo Samuels or Brandon Ayuk. You know what I'm saying? They don't have those type of weapons on the Lions. Really, Deebo Samuels is a running back that can catch the ball like a receiver.
Deebo's something different.
Running back or wide receiver.
Yeah, Deebo's something different.
Yeah. So when you got a guy like that, I'm gonna be concerned about him more than I am about Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, he's a good receiver, don't get me wrong, but he's not one of those big dogs at the top of the league where you like, this cat is a problem when you see him. Deebo's a problem because of his versatility. Ayuk coming into his own as a receiver. A.J. Brown, he's a problem when you see him, right? You start naming off guys as a problem when you see him. None of those guys play for Detroit.
Yeah.
They're a cute little team. They're nice.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson took a little attitude over that to him, but they're still gonna ask Jared Goff to make plays through the air to okay receiver. I'm not that concerned with that.
I got you.
Now, y'all on the other hand, different story.
The AFC is actually looking like it might not be that difficult this season.
It's like a 2-team race right now.
And it is.
Yeah. Let's real quick before we get to our predictions. This is the updated playoff picture in the AFC. So I made sure everything was right this week. All right. So the Chiefs are still at 1 at 7-2. Remember, they have less conference losses than the Baltimore Ravens. That's why the Chiefs are at 1. Baltimore at 2 at 8-3. Jacksonville is 3rd at 6-3. The Dolphins are 4th at 6-3. If they keep playing, they're gonna be out. The Steelers are at 5 at 6-3. Cleveland, Deshaun Watson is done for the season, but they're still holding on at 6 for right now at 6-3. And the Houston Texans are 7th at 5-4. Raise your hand if you had Houston making the playoffs this season.
It should be no hands raised.
Nobody.
I had them in the hunt because I said before the draft, during the draft, after the draft, the best quarterback in this draft is C.J. Stroud. And he's gonna show you year one if he gets the opportunity. That he's the best quarterback. So I said I said the Texans had a possibility, but I wasn't confident. I'm not gonna lie, I was confident. I did say they had a chance to be the 7th seed in the AFC. I didn't go no further than that.
It has definitely turned out to be that. C.J. Stroud is a balling. It looks like it is a great possibility that Houston does make the playoffs this season.
And I need C.J. Stroud now too.
If
Joe Burrow was my starting quarterback, C.J. Stroud was my backup. Well, C.J.,
are you in good hands?
Oh, okay. Well,
I need you, bro.
Oh yeah. That's it. Yeah.
You good.
I need them yards though. You feel me? Like wins are cute, but I don't care about the wins. I need the yards. I need you slinging that ball.
The yards. Yeah, to get
touchdown. You know what I'm saying? That's what I need.
To be continued. I mean, to be determined, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. But Cam, before we get to our scores and all of that, this looks like the clearest path to the Super Bowl for Patrick Mahomes he's had ever. No Joe Burrow, no Josh Allen. Would you say that this is probably turning out to be the less hardest path back to the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna say from a path standpoint, yes, but from we got problems in our own house. No, it's not the easiest because we got to figure out our offensive woes ourselves. But as far as in the past going against these juggernaut quarterbacks, yes, it's wide open. You have no Josh Allen, no Joe Burrow. You know, Lamar has kind of haven't proven himself in the playoffs. So for me, yes, it's a clear path. But if we don't fix our in-house issues as far as our offense, then we'll be at home as well. So if we get those things together, I feel like we back in the Super Bowl talking about another win again. So if we get those internal things worked out as far as our offense, people catching the ball, Sky Moore, once those things get worked out, then yeah, man, I think it'll be a clear path for us.
Indeed. Running the ball more would help. Just throwing that out there. I feel like for the rest of the season, I should just play like just clips of us saying, give Isaiah Pacheco the football. And just do that. Like, let's just run clips of us saying, give Isaiah Pacheco the football. Because every week, that's basically what we're saying. So let's get to our score predictions. First, let's start off with all right, cool. But before you give your score, the Eagles will win if
we win a turnover battle, we run the ball, and we double Travis Kelce.
Okay. And your score for Monday night?
I'm going to go 34-27 Eagles. And I also want to say, just for those of you who might be interested, the NFC playoff picture is the Eagles and then everybody else. We David Ruffin and the rest of the NFC, the Temptations.
Hey, hold on, Greg. Hey, cool. That was a great analogy. But you remember what happened to David Ruffin, though?
He was good for a while. All we gotta do is be good.
That's all I'm saying.
All we gotta do is make it to the Super Bowl. As long as we good to the Super Bowl,
okay.
We can melt down all off season and fight and cuss and everything. Just get through the Super Bowl. That's all I'm worried about.
Okay. He said, just get to the Super Bowl. Okay.
Just get through the Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, when the game is over, whatever's whatever. We just need to be David Ruffin up to the end of the Super Bowl.
Okay.
To the end of the Super Bowl. All right, so Cool has it 34-27. If that did happen, that will be the first time all season that the Chiefs have given up 30. They have not given up 30 to any other
but
team.
Two of those scores are field goals because the Eagles gonna kick some field goals. If you don't pick some field goals in your score for the Eagles, you ain't been watching.
Okay.
You're right. All right, Cam. The Chiefs win if
we limit the turnovers. I'm gonna say limit the turnovers, run the ball effectively, and we got to get our receivers going, man. We got to put some offensive points on that board. My score prediction is a little closer. I'm gonna say 31-27 Chiefs. I think it's gonna be more of a close one, just because these two teams are dynamic. But I don't think they're gonna hit 30 on us. I just don't believe it. But I say 31-27 Chiefs.
Okay, I want to make sure I heard that right. 31-27?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Maybe when you say they score 30, they will.
I need them to. I need.
Yeah, because everybody knows. Everybody knows when I say it, it hardly ever happens. So, I feel like the Chiefs will win if the defense continues doing what they've been doing all season. I feel like the Chiefs have either the best or the second best secondary in all of football.
Okay. That's a strong
when quarterbacks, this is the problem that quarterbacks are having this season, and you saw it in that Dolphins game last week. When teams are playing the Chiefs, they normally don't get their first read. So the ball is hiked. They're looking. Okay, my first read. He's not open. Now I got to hold on to it. And that's what has made the Chiefs defense so good this season. They take away your first read. You got to go to your second or third one. And that's what gets that pass rush closer. So our secondary has been very good this year. If we can continue to play that way, A.J. Brown is that dude. Devontae Smith is that dude also, but in a different way. He's fast. And I feel like you got to kind of use the Tyreek strategy on him as far as, look, we're not going to outrun you. So let's just be physical at the line with you to kind of slow you down. And I feel like if the Chiefs defense can do those things, it will be a successful night for them. If Isaiah Pacheco can give 15 carries or more, the likelihood of the Chiefs winning this game goes up because he's averaging like 4 yards a carry. They just have to give him the ball. So those two things, I have the Chiefs winning this game 27-20. 27-20. I think they're good enough to hold this Eagles offense to 20 points. AJ Brown might get a touchdown, but might still hold him to 20. He might get one.
You said he might.
Get one. He might get one. They're probably gonna have. I would imagine they would have Snead on him for most of this game. So McDuffie will be on Devontae Smith. So I feel good with that. I feel good with that. 27-20. And everybody will get to see Taylor Swift's parents at the game.
Hey.
So
you saying it's gonna be a lose-lose all around unless you're a Chiefs fan, huh?
Yes, look, we are it is I will say yes. It is supposed to be some weather on Monday. It is supposed to be some rain. Don't know if it's going to be heavy rain, if it's going to be the misty kind of rain, if it's going to be during the game or before. If it is a heavy rain, I would expect that score to be lower than the 20s. If it's a heavy rain. Now, I don't know. We don't know, if it's going to be light or heavy, but
I would
if it is weather,
they are projecting the rain. You are right. So what we've been doing is we have been spraying our receivers with water as they catch the ball. Our wide receivers and our kick return.
That's smart.
Yeah. So we've been preparing them to catch the ball in weather, in rain. So what I will tell you is I took my shades off. So y'all know I'm genuine. You know what I'm saying? What I will tell you is Devontae Smith's body control is out of this world. I have, even going back to Alabama, I haven't seen a guy have that much control over his body. This dude makes catches on the sideline that I'd be like, ain't no way he made that catch. And then they show the slow replay and he made the catch. And I'd be like, wow. As a fan, I'm like, bro, he didn't make the catch. And they slow it down, he did. That dude's it's out of control.
Yeah.
Julio Jones is going to score his second touchdown of the year on y'all. And AJ Brown's going to get a touchdown. Somebody running the ball is going to get a touchdown, whether it's push, Swift, or Mr. I don't game well, but Nick Sirianni loves me. One of those three guys, one of those three ways, we'll get at least one running touchdown as well. So we getting over 20. Win or lose, we getting over 20.
He said, win or lose, they getting over 20.
Yeah.
Hey.
I don't think they're going to get
over
more
under
than
20 for the Eagles. If you go under that prop bet, it's your own fault you lose.
I respect y'all offense. I just don't think y'all get over 30. I know y'all ain't gonna get over 30 for a fact.
No. It's not gonna get over 30.
Our defense too. We top 5, man. I just don't think y'all gonna get over 30. Now over 20, that's debatable, but not over 30.
So if you'll notice also I haven't brought up any ranking besides our running back ranking. You know why I haven't brought up any ranking besides our running back ranking? Because like y'all, we haven't really played a lot of very strong offense. Right? I mean, you talk about how we let guys have good days that are not very good. We played the Commanders twice. That's not a strong offense. So a lot of great defensive rankings against them, they don't really matter. Right? We played the Patriots, who probably are a top 5 garbage team in the NFL. We played the Vikings on Monday night. That should have been an easy win. We won the game, but that should have been an easy win. We played the Jets. The only, I guess you could say, quote unquote, great, and I use that term very loosely, offense that we played was the Cowboys. So our numbers should be solid because we haven't played. Well, we played the one supposedly great offense in Miami, but they don't have a great offense against good teams. So I guess they're not a great offense, right? Just based off that. But really good offense, we'll say. So I don't bring up the defensive numbers much, but running the ball is desired. I believe if you can stop teams from running the ball, whether they're bad or good, if you put in the effort to say, keep running the ball if you want, we're gonna keep punching you in the head. You're gonna attack us, we're gonna attack you harder, and we're gonna win. But I ain't really brought up that because of that. You know what I'm saying? That I'm just throwing that out there. So this is gonna be our biggest test of how good our defense really is. This is gonna be our biggest test of how good our offense really is. Right? But what I will tell you is, we coming, and we're bringing a lot of pain.
I love it. Ooh,
because we don't have to beat just 11 people. We got to beat 14 people, so we got to be on our P's and Q's. It's 14 versus 11. We got to be on our P's and Q's.
Okay. I can't wait till Monday.
I would be very surprised if the Eagles scored 30 on this Chiefs defense, just based on how good the defense has played all season. That's why I have them at 20, because it's like they're good enough to get 20, but anything over that, unless, like I said, turnovers, Philly is getting, short fields, then I could see that, yes. But going 80, 75 yards all through the game, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. Before we give a shout out to our sponsors, I wanted to show you something real quick because
this should be good.
Okay, so this is holding, is it not?
Yes,
so I mean, he's grabbing the jersey, right?
But in context,
okay.
But in context,
all right,
we have the 20 to 25 other times where both teams did that the whole game, or are we not? Are we just going to act like this is the only hold that happened in the game? Because if we're going to act like this is the only hold that happened in the game, then cool. But if we're going to be real and say this play was not called until this very time and it was happening the whole game, then let's have that conversation. But we're not going to pull one steal when we know that this happened for both teams. Both teams were allowed to get away with this the entire game until Kansas City was about to lose. But that's what we're not going to do today or any day. So if you'd like, I can pull all the other steals and I can send them to you. I can tag you in the post on Facebook, however you like, and we can talk about where all those other ones hold. That's what we could do. That one was holding, but so was all the 25 other ones that weren't called. It's called consistency.
Well,
if the referees are being fair and consistent, then that's either called the whole game or it's not called at all. It's not. We're going to call it when it helps the Chiefs at the end of the game, but we're not going to call it any other time. That's what I mean when I say the referees are on your side. That's the type of things I'm talking about. Nice try, though.
My whole thing when it happened was, if it's holding in the first quarter, then you got to call holding in when it's the fourth quarter.
Right, but if it's holding in the first quarter, it's not called.
We can't just not
then
call
you can't start calling in the fourth quarter. But they didn't call it the whole game. They did not call it. They let that go the whole game. So
I know because
I know you're saying you can't just call in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
you're right. You can't just call in the last 2 minutes. You either call it the whole game or you let it go the whole game. You don't wait until it benefits one team and then start calling. That's what they did. So congratulations to you. I'm not gonna hate because
fair.
You got your boys' help, but again, it's the Eagles' fault that we lost the Super Bowl because if we continue to score points and don't allow the game to come down to the last play, then we don't have that situation. I said before the game, if you want to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, you're going to have to beat them. If you leave it up to calls being able to be made, you can get beat when a bad call and it's a bad call if it's not called the whole game, as you've already said, and then you start calling. So that was a bad call based on the context of you let it go the whole game. But again, if the Eagles do better offensively, if they perform better offensively because we were up at halftime and we're up 2 touchdowns at that point, it doesn't matter what they call. We let y'all back in the game. We gave them the opportunity to give you the game, and they gave it to you. But it's still the Eagles' fault. We better not do it again. That's how I look at it.
And the reason why the Eagles didn't get no sacks is because the field was messed up too, right?
Nope, the Eagles didn't get sacks because they didn't have sense enough to go change shoes when they saw that it was a bad field. I mean, did y'all not play on the same field we did? We all play on the same field, right? The referees had nothing to do with the field. Yeah, I don't.
Thank you.
You will never hear me say anything about the field. We all play on the same field.
Thank you. That's all I was wondering. Yeah.
Yeah, the field is the field. We all play on the same field. Y'all had sense enough to say, "Hey, this grass is thick. Let's go get us some deeper cleats." You know what I'm saying? Let's compensate for the fact that this grass is bad.
That's it.
We cried about the grass being bad. People are still crying about the grass being bad. I mean, I'm on record saying the day after, still mad. The grass you can't blame the grass if both people are playing on the same grass. Should the grass have been better? Yeah. But y'all had to play on it too. That's why y'all was giving up points too. Yeah. Everybody was out there slipping and sliding. It won't just us.
Yeah.
That's true.
That was, I will say, out of all the Super Bowls that I've seen, that was the worst Super Bowl field that I've ever seen.
It's probably the worst field except for the Meadowlands that I've seen.
Oh yeah, Meadowlands. Yeah, true.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
We had to play there twice. We got to play there twice this year. We had to play the Jets, then we got to turn around and we got to play the Giants there. So I'm sitting there with our game against the Giants, like, man.
Yeah.
And the game against the Giants is the last game of the season. So I'm hoping everything wrapped up so we can just be like, Marcus Mariota, you go out there with some of these backups. I don't even want Jalen Hurts to play on that field. That's the game Kenneth Gainwell can start. He can start playing that whole game. Every snap. You got it.
Oh, that.
Right. Yeah.
No, I don't. Yeah. The field thing, that's garbage. That's Bush League to complain about the field when it's equal. That's Bush League.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of been the narrative because it was Brandon Graham that kind of said, hey, the Chiefs were blessed that the field was messed up, and that's why we didn't get the sacks and da-da-da. And we all know the Chiefs' record when the other team starts talking sideways. The Chiefs usually come out winning when that kind of stuff goes on. So nobody has said nothing this week about it. So I think the Eagles have played that smart, but That was said after.
I think they realized. I think he realized how silly he sounded talking about we didn't win because we played on bad grass, like the other team didn't play on bad grass too. I think he finally realized how silly that sounds. That's why ain't nobody said that.
Right.
Yeah, we lost because the field was bad. Won't they feel bad too? You talking about?
Exactly. So all right. So we have Cool on record. He said the field was not the issue in the Super Bowl. So all the Eagles fans that use that, stop it. Field was not the issue.
Stop that. It was they 12, 13, and 14 players that was the issue. Not the field.
Field wasn't the issue. The holding on Juju, that was a hold.
As was the other 25 that weren't called.
We got all
Let's
that.
make sure you add that part in there.
That's right. That's just they wanted to call that.
Yeah, you gotta add that.
So,
cool
we
shit,
can't leave that part out. We can't leave that part out. That was one of 26 holds, the only one that was called. Let's make sure it was a hold, but so were the other 25. Just want to give the full picture, the full narrative.
The Chiefs have had the Chiefs have had a past history with that referee in particular. So and it was a bad history. So he owed us that. He owed us that one.
And I appreciate you acknowledging the fact that he gave y'all that money. I appreciate you acknowledging that. That's all I ask for. I mean, ain't gonna change nothing. The Patriots go cheating with Super Bowl and get caught, and they don't change nothing. So y'all good. I mean, ain't gonna change nothing. I just appreciate you acknowledging it. That's all I ask. Yeah. That's all I ask.
I wonder if are the Patriots still taping people? They 2-8. It's not working. So
I think everybody realized when we play the Patriots, you gotta do what we did in the Super Bowl against them. We set the blueprint. When you go out in the field, you use false names for your plays. Then you go in a closed room. We used the banquet room our Super Bowl year that we won. We used the banquet room in the hotel that we stayed in with the doors locked. No one could come in except for players. No family, no friends, no kids, nobody. And that's when they actually went over the plays with the correct verbiage and signage.
Oh, wow.
That's how you got to do it. Because remember, Doug Peterson was on the staff when they cheated us. He was the quarterback coach on the staff that they cheated us. So the only chance that intervened had to win the Super Bowl because he choked away I don't know how many championship games he got cheated on.
Yeah, that was 2004. Yeah, Super Bowl 39. Yeah. I did not know that they used different words. Huh.
Yep, they used different verbiage on the field just so in case it was being taped, it would throw them off. And they did look confused. They didn't look like they knew our plays.
Interesting. Huh. Okay.
That's how you have to do cheaters, man. You have to find ways around cheaters.
Hey. I always say somebody doing something. So if it works for you.
If the worst thing I can say about our Super Bowl is there was a call that wasn't called, that was actually a penalty, but it had been called again and got called, and that's why we lost. It is what it is, right? Because that means we should have let it come down to that. But if you cheating, you take me the whole game and you lose and you win the Super Bowl by 3 points, you trash. Think about that. If you gave the Eagles, you gave the Chiefs, you gave the 49ers, hey, you gave the Cowboys, all of your signals and everything that you're going to call, you probably going to get stopped. They still won Super Bowls by 3 points, knowing all the plays.
That's why I kind of, that's why I always felt like, even though all that was going on, that didn't really affect anything, because if you know all the plays and stuff, you should be blowing them out. It shouldn't be no 3-point nothing.
If you're talented enough, you should. But if you really should be losing.
Yeah, if you're talented, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think the Patriots were good. I think they won because they were cheaters. I don't think they were that good.
That it's definitely looking that way. It's definitely looking that way now.
My nieces and nephews, I'm teaching everybody. My daughter have kids, I'm teaching my grandkids. The Patriots are cheaters. They always will be cheaters. Anytime they get a chance, they will cheat. My nephew is 6 months old. Every time I see him, I tell him how the Patriots are cheaters.
They somehow they were still able to win it 6 times with that.
Yep. Hey man, cheating is a powerful thing, man. An unfair advantage is very powerful.
Oh yeah.
And Patriots fans, if you don't like that, go complain to somebody. I ain't gonna say that to your mama, because my mama passed away, so I don't do that. But if you don't like it, go cry to somebody.
All right, yeah.
They can go cry to Bill Belichick. He's crying with him, so.
Oh yeah, they can cry together.
Oh yeah, he better be out of there.
Or they can go get him a happy ending with Bob Kraft. I mean,
wow.
Right. Right. We do play Bill in Foxborough here in the next couple weeks. So,
and what I can promise you is, no matter the outcome of our game, if you beat us 35-0, I will be cheering for you when you play the Patriots, because I hate the Patriots. I hate the Patriots.
All right, there it is.
Hey.
There it is.
I'm talking about Dave Chappelle. Hate on the Patriots.
Hate. Capital H, capital A, capital T, capital E.
Hate.
Yes.
I thought I didn't like the Patriots. Cool, take it to a whole new level.
Hate.
Right.
I want Bill Belichick's grandson to be a bad coach. I hate him.
He wants generations of
Want to be a bad coach.
I hope Robert Kraft's kids never win. I hate him.
He want people's lineage to not be good.
Yeah.
Right. The whole family tree.
The whole family tree.
The whole family tree can't win.
Thank. I want y'all to thank.
Oh, snap.
The whole family tree, son.
That's wild. That's wild. Oh, snap.
All right, so just want to give one quick look. This was Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl night with the trophy.
Hey!
He was there. He had on his shades. He had the belt. He had the trophy.
Hey, you know why he had on shades? You know why he had on the shades? Because whatever that Georgia stuck him in the ankle with, he was still coming off that high. They should have gave Burrow that juice, whatever that was. They healed everything. They should have gave it to Burrow.
Hey, hold on, Cool. Hey, Greg, Cool. He talking too loud, man. That's here, neither here or there.
No, that's definitely here or there. That joker lived into the locker room. Like he couldn't even walk. That joker came back out of the locker room like he ain't never been hurt.
Hey man, he had that Michael Jordan, that invisible juice, man. We good.
Hey,
we good.
Whatever it was, bro. I'm just saying, I ain't even knock you, Joe. I'm just saying, can y'all share that concoction with some others?
Nah, we can't share it, man.
And if you can't give them a recipe, just shoot everybody a tube. Just say, this is a 1 use thing. if you ever need to use it. That's all I'm saying. Just let everybody else get one tool.
Nah, that's our unfair advantage.
Yeah.
That's one of y'all unfair advantage. You mean?
Oh, I love it.
But I mean, honestly, when I saw him come out, I was like, dang, they got some good stuff in that locker room. All right.
Hey, we was too.
My man came out like he wasn't even hurt, y'all. Like, I mean, I know they was gonna give him something in the locker room. I don't get around. You're gonna try to get him straight so he can at least finish the game 75% or something. My man came out at 125%. Yes. I think he came out moving faster than before we got hurt. I was like,
he never left.
I was like, dang. That's some powerful juice right there. They ain't even no shade. That's impressive.
They gave whatever.
That's impressive.
Right. Whatever shot or CBD cream they put on it, whatever.
That ain't no CBD, Greg.
It worked. It worked. Whatever it was.
They say, Pat, go smoke this in the bathroom. You'll be all right, bro.
Oh, man. Pat thought he was in the backyard, Greg. Football right now.
They said, Pat, just take about five drags and hold it in. You'll be good.
Oh, man.
Hold it in, right.
That's wild.
Oh,
that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Yes.
Oh,
yes, it was. One of the most memorable Super Bowls definitely was that.
Just wish they had to end it up differently and I'd have been good.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We feel bad.
Now we just get a chance to finish the story.
Yeah.
Every time, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Every time late in the game, we'd be sitting back there, man. How we gonna win this game? And Nick pull out his phone and be like, "Hey, y'all, come here. Remember this?" And he played that celebration y'all had after the game, all the stuff screaming down and all that. He just played that for me. Like, remember this?
Yeah.
And then we go out and win. That's what happened. That's why we have all the comebacks. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's the only thing Nick do right. He keep that celebration right there on the phone from YouTube. That's his most searched video on YouTube.
Oh.
Him and Jalen.
I think we got to create another one for y'all, man.
Well, this time you'll be creating it for us, literally, because it's gonna be green and white streaming down.
I think so, huh?
I do.
I felt bad for Jason Kelsey. I was like, dang, you got to see your brother win it, and
I didn't even feel bad.
Right. You got to see, yeah.
I didn't feel bad for him because I said this just means we get another year before we have to worry about Cam Jurgens having to move to center. That's all I thought. As soon as the last play, I said, man, this means we get Fletcher Cox back, we get Brandon Graham back, and we get Jason Kelsey back for sure. All right. Because had we won that Super Bowl, they wouldn't be back. They would have rolled off into the sunset.
Everybody would have left. Yep.
All these OGs, they'd have been gone. So I can thank y'all for giving us another year with the OGs for the young boys to learn from them.
You're welcome. I can give you that. That's fine.
And when it pays off, because you got all them, and you added Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith starting to get some playing time now. This could get juicy. Reddick look like himself when he ain't got one hand as a ball. When he got two hands, he used Reddick look like a hand. The first few games, I was like, what's wrong with my man? Then I said, oh yeah, I forgot he broke his hand. He got to wear that stupid thing until it healed. Now that his hand feel better, it's like Reddick from last year. That's the problem. I'm enjoying it. I mean, y'all the champs. Can't take it away from you. I can talk trash.
That's all I wanted to hear, man. We right now. We
to beat the man, you got to beat the man. Not in the regular season, not when the belt ain't on the line, but when the championship is on the line, baby.
I knew you was about it. Cool. I love that.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, I'm gonna talk to you. Real talk. You win, you win. How you win is how you win. You win. Now it's our turn to go do it. And then I can pull back out my Eagles championship belt. It ain't out of style yet. And I got one.
And there you go.
I still got it.
There it is. So
I was about to get a Nuggets when we won this year, but I was like, nah. I already act like I ain't been there before because we ain't never won before. So that would have been too much. But if we win again, I'm gonna do it.
all right. This could very well be the first of two matchups between these two teams. Very
y'all just gotta hold up
to
y'all
see
end.
each other again in Super Bowl. Yeah.
Y'all hold up y'all end.
We will.
Because we gonna do our thing. I ain't like I told you, I ain't worried about nobody in the NFC. Real talk. You like to be the number one seed so you can have home cooking, but we gotta do it on the road in the championship game. So be it. We is getting back to the Super Bowl.
All right.
Unless half that team get hurt, we get back to the Super Bowl. I probably bet. Almost everybody on that team that was in the league last year, everybody on that team that was in the league last year, they remember. They remember how that felt. All them new cats, they done told them about 30 times how it feels. They done played the video for them. They done narrated the video for them. They understand what's on the line. So they just got to perform. We'll see y'all there. Yeah. Good luck on Monday, but we'll see y'all when it matters.
There it is.
February or March, whatever Super Bowl is this year, because it's later in the year.
There it is. Super Bowl 58 in Vegas, February 11th.
I might even be there. On Radio Row.
It is. So it'll be hopefully it will be Chiefs and Eagles in this year's game.
As long as Jalen Hurts don't get hurt. If Jalen Hurts get hurt, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah, that's everybody. If something happens to Pat, it's same thing for us. So we
get hurt, I might start crying on my show.
Definitely don't want nobody to get hurt. Yes.
We can't have that, man. But yeah, you're right. Y'all too. Most teams that's the case.
Yes. Especially this season, because with Chad Henne being gone now, we don't have that. We don't have that dependable backup anymore.
Who y'all back up now? Ain't y'all got?
It is imperative.
Is it Blake Bortles? Is that y'all back up now?
Gabbert.
No, Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, Gabbert. Yeah, Blaine Gabbert. He's
so we need Pat
to
stay healthy.
Yeah,
we need him to stay healthy. Yeah.
We got Marcus Mariota. Okay. I don't even say nothing else. We got Marcus Mariota.
He all right. He
running the ball.
He's better than Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah.
he great running the ball.
He was a starter last year, so he's better than any of our backups.
Until you ask him to throw the ball.
Backups, yeah, for sure.
Well, I had to watch him in the preseason. His accuracy is a -5.
I'll take him over ours.
I take him in running back.
We
can put him in running back. We can run the Wildcat with him, but we can't run no traditional offense with him. Can't throw.
Yeah, traditional. Yeah.
He can't throw.
He can't. No, he can't. Oh.
And stupid Chip Kelly.
Let's go ahead.
My fault, y'all, because my bad. Because I start. I'm be quiet.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let's go ahead and shout out our sponsors, and then we will go ahead and head on out. Start your day with love.
Yes, sir. Love is key. It is catering season, guys. We are in the full swing of it. For any of your catering inquiries, contact us at 816-556-6912. place your catering inquiries by phone. We also have our website, Love is Key KC. Please go on there and go to for your catering inquiries. Love is Key. We are here for you guys.
There it is. Love is Key. The food is fire. They do cater. That's the number right there on your screen. Give them a call. Place your order, and if you need your event catered, give that number a call as well. 816-556-6912. And also shout out Food Factory KC. Food Factory, that's their Instagram handle right there on the screen. Make sure you guys give them a follow. Daily specials. Food is fresh every day. Don't have to worry about no heat lamps and all of that jazz. Their food is fire also. Make sure you guys that you guys are checking in with their page every day, not only for the daily specials, but to know where the food truck pop-ups will be. Because they will let y'all know like the day before. It'll say, hey, we'll be at such and such at this time from this time. So make sure you guys look out for that, so you guys can go there also to their food truck. So make sure y'all follow Food Factory KC on Instagram at _Food Factory KC. And we thank both Food Factory KC and Love is Key for being sponsors of Red Kingdom. All right, I had fun today.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was a pleasure, man.
Oh, man. Yes, thank you
Same
so
as
much
well, fellas. Same as well.
for taking time. Yes. Yes, sir. So we will be back with you guys on Tuesday.
Victory Tuesday.
We're hoping for a victory Tuesday. That's what we're hoping. Yes.
I'm not hoping. I know it's going to be a Victory Tuesday.
Oh, you
confident. I know it's going to be a victory.
Well,
it's going to be a Victory Tuesday, all right.
Yeah, in KC.
If the Eagles still there, it'll be one in KC. If we don't fly out to Wednesday, it'll be one in KC.
Y'all might as well fly out that night because you don't want to celebrate here with us.
I mean, we might as well get some ribs, right? Can't get no ribs or none of that stuff.
Yeah, the best
barbecue
is here.
Yeah, we'll show y'all how to cook some barbecue and send y'all on y'all way back to Philly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to wait and do all that after we win to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? That's the post-game celebration. Yeah, we lose, we're going to probably go to play in the league. If we win, we might hang around and enjoy the food and everything, you know.
Respect.
Yeah, you gotta weather everything based on the situation. You gotta evolve as a situation change.
You're right.
This is fun, man. I'm excited about this game.
So
I don't feel like it's get back for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited about this game. My get back for the Super Bowl is getting back to the Super Bowl.
I love that. There you go.
That's the only way you can get back to the Super Bowl is
that's it.
It's like we played the 49ers. If they beat us, it doesn't mean they would have beat us last year. That just means they're having their Super Bowl this month, and we're trying to have our Super Bowl in February. That's what that means.
Yeah. Yeah, true. That's very true. These games, they're big, regular season games. I remember last year when the Chiefs lost to the Bengals at Cincy last year. I had that game triple circle. I was ready for that game last year. And when they lost, that loss did kind of sting more than the other season losses, but we were able to get them back during the playoffs. So that's what made it sweeter. So
when it mattered. You won when it mattered.
Yeah, when it matters. Yeah. So these games are big, but when you play the team again in a bigger game, that's what makes it good. So
absolutely.
Yes. So we will be back with you guys on Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central Time. We'll go over everything that happened on Monday night. And hopefully we're all happy on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Or as Cam would say, we will be happy on Tuesday.
So good luck to y'all for the rest of your season, just not Monday night.
Likewise, I'm in good spirit, man. Hey, I hope to see y'all back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's the one that I want.
Yeah,
I want y'all to get back to the Super Bowl. I want to play y'all again because I don't want nobody to be talking about, oh, you can't beat Andy Reid in the Super Bowl. Or the Eagles hadn't beat Andy Reid since we done played y'all like 3 times. Like they act like we done played y'all 15 times since Andy Reid. We done played y'all like 3 times. You have won all 3, but it's not like we done played y'all 15 times.
Fair. That's fair. For Cool from Eagles Elite Podcast, thank you again so much for coming on with us today. My co-host Cam, I am Greg, and we will see y'all on Tuesday. Have a great rest of the weekend, and go Chiefs.
Let's go Chiefs.
Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation.